Nigeria can never be good with our prayer. That won't shock you. Nigeria can never be good by our prayer. But Nigeria will be good by our good choice making. Nigeria cannot be good by prayer. Nigeria can only be good by our good choice making. God respects your choice. Don't invite any man to church, but let man take decision to come to church. Church is a thing of choice. To love God, to be born again is a must or hellfire. But to belong in a company is a choice. One of my sons was telling me that, hey, his son doesn't come to church. I said, leave him. He said, I can. Didn't I tell you here? If my daughter, blood daughter, decide not to come here, wallah, I will never call her. To love is a commandment, but to choose who to work with is a choice. You can't ask a thief to select for you a leader. He will select his kind. Our problem is not Tinubu. Our problem is the people. Who is Nigeria? You and I now. Who is church? You and I now. Bring 10,000 now, give to everybody and said, let's select Buhari. Everybody will say, yes. And it will be there. It's our choice. It's our choice making. I've learned this. I've studied human being and I've left human being. Understand that human beings are too hard. Be giving somebody something now, he will love you. The one that is not giving you, they will hate that person. But if that person did not give you for 20 years and come after 20 years to give you 10,000, and that one that's giving you did not give you that particular time, you will talk evil of the one that have been giving you. You see human mentality? That is why I told myself, don't be good because of people. Don't say people hate you. People where they like, how much have they given them that they like them? I don't know if you're getting me. Those people, they say, I don't like you, I like the other person. You will like that person, how much have you given the person? You see, if you have my mentality, sir, you will understand this life. Church, but if you come to a church, a body, church is not a building. If you come to love a church, to be in a company, the same blessing you see, you'll be doing, do as I do. Anything you see the man of God, you'll be doing. Because you love the company of that place. But if you love a company because of people should say you do not come, you will not. Okay. No man of God preach like this in this end time where they do crossover. What they preach is, you see, my children, the Lord is on your side. I love you. Jesus love you. Rubbish. Sir, I have children all over the globe. They are not here. They don't come to the church. But they love me. They support everything about the church till tomorrow. Why? They will tell you the man is a truthful person. He doesn't have time for wayo. Doesn't have time for wayo. Why should I fake you to have you? Why should I fake you to have you? Why should I fake you to have you? Praying, oh God, let Nigeria be good. You are pouring water on the stone.
Hello beloved, welcome back to our channel. I believe you heard that mind-blowing prophecy and message from Prophet Ritabbi. As we all know, Prophet Ritabbi is known for his controversial prophecies and talk and declaration. So let's get into today's video. So as you all heard what he has to say concerning the nation of Nigeria, and he says that praying for Nigeria is like watering a rock. It's like you've sown a seed on a rock and you're trying to water it. It's not going to be useful. It's not going to amount to anything. That is how Nigeria is. So praying for Nigeria as a nation is just a waste of prayer. And prayer cannot save Nigeria at this point. So guys, let's get back into this video. We are going to break this topic into two different sessions. First of all, we're going to talk about how um pouring water on a rock and also praying for Nigeria won't amount to anything good. So let's start talking about, I think at this point I disagree with a man of God, and also get into this the ending of this video. I'll tell you why I disagree with him. But let's talk about him saying that Nigeria is like watering, you're trying to pray for Nigeria is like watering a rock. Yes, I understand at this point what he's trying to say, and also it's my opinion and my own thought and what I feel like after hearing what the man of God has to say. You don't have to buy my opinion or buy into my idea. It's what I feel like. That is why I encourage people to drop their opinion at the comment section without insulting. There are ways you can go about these things. We are also trying to enlighten each other. We are trying to teach each other how to go when we hear these things, how to apply and how to go about it. So you shouldn't just sit down and conclude and say, okay, this man has said this thing, I'm going to walk towards it. It's the best, it's not the best. So he says that praying, and anybody that is telling you that, oh, pray for Nigeria, that things will get better, pray for Nigeria. I think this video is kind of similar to his previous video that I did. You can go on our channel and check that one out also. Yeah, so it is like praying for Nigeria is like you're pouring water on a rock, like I said earlier on. So what, based on my own understanding and after hearing what he has to say, I come to this conclusion: what the man of God is actually saying, it's also truth in some way and also not true. Because sometimes you pray morning and night, or you go on your knee and say, God, let this nation be blessed, and at the end of the day, it's like God doesn't, it's not like God does not bless Nigeria. God does, but it's as if there is a hand blocking that blessings or taking that blessing, or there is something that is swallowing up that blessings when God releases its blessings to Nigeria. You can't tell me that Nigeria, it's not blessed by the prayers of others and by people interceding for Nigeria on daily basis. Yes, so I feel like that is when the man of God come into that conclusion that praying for Nigeria is like watering a rock. Yes, I kind of understand and also see it from his own um um I see it from his own point of view also. But there is another thing that I also disagree to, that people are actually praying and God is hearing our prayer, and I feel like God is actually doing something about it. It's not like it's falling on rock. It's not like sowing a seed on top of a rock and then you expect harvest at the end of the day. No, it's not like that. I feel like Nigeria, it's like God is actually doing something, because the kind of things Nigeria is going through as a nation right now, without God, I don't think we can even live to tell the story. So it's God, because when trouble comes this way, God also turns it the other way. Probably because of the situation or the hardship that we are facing as a nation, and people have been praying, and it feels like they are praying, but their prayers are not being answered. No, I would say no at this point, man of God, with all due respect. But it's been answers, just that it's been taken or being stopped by someone. So, which we all know that our political leaders are responsible at this point. Because if God blesses a nation or God hears the cry of the people, he sends angels on assignment to give us our heart desires. But it seems as if our heart desires are being swallowed by these politicians and top men in the country, because they want to find any hardship, or let's say once there is a problem, they want to use that problem to make money, to get their pocket filled and all that. That is what I would say concerning this aspect. And that is when the man of God come in, him saying that praying for Nigeria is like pouring water on a rock at the same time. So, and another thing that he also says, that praying for Nigeria, it's just useless, it doesn't amount to anything. Please, I think it amounts to a lot of things, because sometimes without prayer, without God's protection, I don't think we'll be able to live in Nigeria. Because see, I feel like Nigeria is a country that God dwells there. Yes, that is how I put it. God dwells in Nigeria, because without God, I don't think we can even go through what we are going through. Yes, praying is good, and also sometimes when people take prayer as a habit without also doing something for themselves, I think that is when it's bad. Let's say yes, all the time we come out to pray, but you don't walk towards that prayer point you have actually do, it will not amount to anything. Yes, that one is true. And also, what makes up a Nigeria, it's you and I, like he says. Yes, at some point in Nigeria, let's also say that we, the poor masses, are also corrupt. Excuse me, we the poor masses are also corrupt in some way, one way or the other. Because see, if you're being put, you and I are being put in a position, or in this politician's position right now, what we also want to do was is to get our accounts fat, get our pocket fat, and make sure that we stole money that doesn't belong to us, that belongs to the poor masses, just to make sure that our generations unborn will inherit from that also. So I feel like Nigeria problem is not just the politicians alone. We also, the masses, are also corrupt, because if we were given a chance to be in their position, we are going to do the same thing. So I feel like at this point is to renew our mind towards the positive side, to see the good, and to turn things around in Nigeria. I'll put it that way, because honestly, I don't really buy the idea that saying that, oh, prayer doesn't work. Yes, I know a lot of some men of God, general overseers, will come out and tell us that yes, with prayer all things are possible and all that. Yes, in as much as you're praying, you are also working towards that, to achieve that particular goal, so that everything fall in place. It's not that God does not answer, or praying for Nigeria is useless. No, it's not there. It's not that, my dear brothers and sisters. So please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly pause those videos, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends, so that you don't miss out on any of our content. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for watching. You're blessed.